Hey, how you doing? Just wanted to shoot this quick video here, explain a little bit about some of the costs that are associated with landscape lighting and how much power they use. If we go and buy a hot tub, we know that, on average, it's probably going to be an extra $100 to $150 a month to keep that heated. Well, if we go and install a landscape lighting system, there's going to be a little bit of a cost associated with running those lights. So I want to show you what that looks like. So now, when we look at that, there's really two types of systems. There's the old halogen systems, and then there's the new LED systems. The advantages to the halogen systems is they were cheaper to put in. I guess that's really the only advantage. The disadvantage was, they didn't last too long. The bulbs would need replacing every 2 to 3 years, and it cost a lot more to run those systems. With the LED systems, you pay a little bit more up front, but they last a heck of a lot longer, 10, 15, 20 years plus, and they use a lot less power. So I'm going to go through an example of that right here. So, you know, on average, a halogen system, each one of those fixtures is going to use anywhere from 20 to 35 watts of power. So if we average that out and just say, let's just go with 25 watts per fixture, and say we had 20 fixtures on our property, which, I would say is not at the high end, it's not necessarily at the low end, it's kind of somewhere in between, we'd be using roughly 500 watts of power. If we were to keep those lights on for approximately 8 hours a day at, I think our energy cost right now is roughly around 18 cents per kilowatt hour. It would cost us approximately $22 a month to run that system, or just under $300 a year, right? Included with that is the cost of having to replace bulbs every 2 to 3 years and so on. The reason that we use LED systems is because to go and retrofit that system or install it with LEDs and using the exact same amount of fixtures, each one of those fixtures is probably now only going to use about 2.5 to 4.5 watts. So, with 20 bulbs, we're probably using less than 100 watts. But I'm going to use 100 just to keep it simple. We still ran that for 8 hours a day at 18 cents per kilowatt hour. Now our costs are just over $4 a month. So, a big savings there. It really doesn't cost much for landscape lighting. So hopefully that kind of helps clear up some of the power concerns and what does it cost to run a system. Please leave us a comment below, ask any questions, and I'll be sure to get back to those. So thanks so much.